welcome to Evolving Nine Soul. I'm back with a message for my divine lovies, my divine feminines and masculines. Take the messages that resonate and leave the rest behind. Do not try to make a message fit where it does not fit. Keep in mind that energies are interchangeable. He could be a she and a she could be a he. So if you see he on my card, suggest the energy. If you see she on my card, suggest the energy to suit your situation. Okay, so this is what's going on. These monitoring spirits that have been illegally surveillancing you, because it's an invasion of privacy. That's what I get. So they got cameras up all around your home. They've been invading your home the whole time, and they tamper with things in your home, okay? And they also steal your personal property, okay? I get grand larceny here. Okay, you come from a dark place. They can't have you fear darkness. So it's almost like they trying to like shut you up. You speaking your truths. They trying to shut you up. They trying to silence you. They don't want you to utilize your voice because they don't want to be exposed. They don't want to be exposed for who they are. They don't want to see who they truly are. Okay? They don't want you to expose what they are doing to you energetically, okay? Through spiritual warfare. So they trying to have you scared of the darkness, trying to bully you, you know, to intimidate you. But it's not happening because it's not going to shut you up. Okay, you're going to use your voice. So you do not have to tiptoe and walk on eggshells when it comes to these people. Like, who are they? Who they think they are? You don't gotta tiptoe. You ain't gotta walk on eggshells. Oh, I ain't gonna do this because it's gonna trigger them. I ain't gonna do that because it's gonna trigger them. No. You ain't gotta do that. They do not have no type of control over your life. They cannot tell you what to do. And what they say does not go. Okay, they ain't the boss of you. You the boss of yourself. And they trying to run you and regulate you. Trying to control you. Fuck that. See, these same people, these monitoring spirits that be spying into areas of your life, your love life, family, health, career, and finances, the same areas of your life that they attack you in. Okay, so they abuse divination. They keeping a watch on every area of your life. Literally. They criticize what they wish they could do. Okay, so everything that you do, they criticize it because they wish that they could do it. So they always rebuttal everything positive that you do with criticism because they wish they could do it and they can't do it. Okay? Everything that you do that is positive, they can't do it. They wish they could do it and they can't do it. So they jealous. So therefore, if they are jealous, they criticize it. Okay? This is surrounding around what you do for work. Okay? Like I said, what you do for work requires you to utilize your voice. Use your creative energy. Okay, you utilizing your voice because you are in purpose, your higher purpose. So you exposing these people for who they are. Okay, you shining light on them, on their demons. So they attacking what you do for work because they don't like that. They jealous of it because you have spiritual gifts. Okay, you a seer. And they jealous of it. They jealous of your energy. They jealous of who you are. Somebody said you are someone companies want to hire. Okay, and they don't like what you do for work. They don't like what you do for work. So it's like they want you to stop what you do for work because you are within your purpose, your higher purpose. So they want you to stop what you do for work, right? They don't want you to expose them for who they are. They don't want you to shine light on their demons. And they want you to get a job. That's why a karmic masculine said that in my energy. You are someone companies want to hire. It's like they trying to make you get a job and you already in purpose. Okay? They see your truth as throwing shade. They can't handle the truth. That's why they see it as shade. Because they cannot handle the truth. You speaking truth on these people. Again, utilizing your voice. And they can't handle the truth because it hurts their egos. It bruises their egos. Okay, they can't take it. See, the crazy thing is they can dish shit, but they can't take shit. How you dish stuff, but can't take it? Because you feel like your ego is being threatened. The ego is nothing. They're not even utilizing the ego in a healthy way. Okay? Because these are narcissists. So how they gonna dish stuff towards you, towards us, and then when you speak truth on it and you expose what they are doing, they feel some type of way. They in their feelings because their little egos hurt. And they want us to spare their egos, and it's not happening. The egos are not getting spared. Because that's the problem. They just in their egos, which is faulty. That's the problem. That's the next card. They want you to spare their egos. They don't like your truth because they want you to spare their egos. And that's not happening because they need to utilize their ego in a proper way. Okay? They just about the egos. They big-headed. Everything got to be all about them. They feel like they own everything. Okay? And no. They think that what's yours is theirs. What's yours is not theirs. What's yours is yours. That's narcissists. That's how they operate. They're very arrogant, very egotistical, full of pride. They never take accountability. That's a sickness. Constantly projecting and deflecting. That's a sickness. And want you to spare their egos. Want us to spare their egos? No. Because they just all about the egos. That's it. See, they see you as psycho. They see us as psycho when they're the psycho ones. Okay? What they are doing is not normal. It's not normal what they are doing. And then the excuse that they give is, oh, it's because you have a higher mind. No. That's keeping them, the excuses, keeping them from taking accountability. That's what it is. It keeps them from taking accountability for their actions. What they have done and what they continue to do is wrong. They don't want to accept that. These people trying to play dumb, like they don't know wrong from right. And everything that they are doing is wrong. And being in their wrongs, okay, they are projecting on you. And then deflecting and blaming it on you. And no, they are insane and you are very sane. Trying to make it seem like you're crazy. You're not the crazy one. These people not gonna run us crazy because we know we not crazy. We know we not crazy. You're a narc. You have a sickness. You're sick. Okay? And then they keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again in a cycle. Over and over and over. They repeat the same words over and over and over. Repeat the same phrases over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? While putting you through spiritual warfare. Casting the same spells over and over and over and over. Running the same cycle over and over and over and over. They done dug a deep hole and continue to dig that same hole. That's a sickness. That's a psychological illness. They can't see that. They don't want to accept that. Okay? These people looking for you to prove to them you are who you say you are. You don't have to prove nothing to these people because they don't even know who they are. Hell, they can't even accept that they are sick. They are mentally, spiritually, and emotionally sick. You don't have to prove nothing. It's because they can't figure you out. But you don't have to prove nothing to these people at all. They need to find themselves. That's the problem. They don't even know who they are. They too focused on you. Too focused on your life. Too zoomed in into your life. That's the problem. That's the issue right there. That's the main issue. But you're going to force them to face themselves, though. That's what you're going to do. That's what we going to do. Okay? Looking for us to prove who we are. We don't have to prove nothing to these people. Who are they? They don't even know who they are. Because they so busy trying to focus on the outside of themselves. They so busy trying to focus on somebody else, which is you, which is us. You don't have to prove nothing to them. They don't owe no, who are they? You don't need these people validation. They need validation. You don't need validation. Then questioning how come. You have a lot of people questioning you for doing the divine's will. Why? Calling you crazy because you got spiritual gifts. Questioning why. Why? Why does it have to turn out this way? Because they're in their mother wombs? Because they're broken, broken-hearted, bitter-hearted, not willing to change. That's why. Things can't stay the same. See, these people, they want things to stay the same. They want the system to be broken. They want a bunch of broken ass people. Okay? They don't want people to heal. They don't want people to come together. They want separation. They don't want unification. They want a broken ass system, a broken ass society. That's what they want. Full of broken people with a bunch of problems. People in their mother wombs. People dealing with childhood traumas. People trauma bonding. That's brokenness. That's not normal. And then make up the excuse that, oh, we have a higher mind. We're high ranking. Make up excuses. All they have to do is sit the fuck down. Stop being distracted by somebody else. You know, stop being distracted by us. And heal. But they scared to face themselves. They can do shit in the dark, project on us, take us through spiritual warfare, but can't sit the fuck down and heal. That's the main issue right there. Can't say, oh, I was wrong for what I done because I can't let go of the past, so I'm stuck in it. And that's why they're going to be burning in their own damnation and they stuck in their own minds, going through karma. Because they refuse to sit the fuck down and say, you know what? This was my fault. Okay? They replicate what they say in different ways. Yeah. The same thing. They say the same stuff over and over and over and over again in different ways, but still saying the same thing. And since these people stuck in this cycle, you know, I keep pulling the same energy. Because they can't let go. They have a hard time. But guess what? The divine is going to force them to let it go. Whether they like it or not. These people trying to get into your good grace by saying they'll testify for you in court. These are snakes. Don't trust them. You don't need them to testify for you in court. You in a twin flame connection. Your person gonna be testifying for you in court. Your person is on your side. Your ancestors. Okay? I get the Orishas. You don't need help from a bunch of karmies that's playing both sides. They are snakes in a garden. Okay? I mean, you may have some of them on your side because they want to turn a new leaf. But no, you really already have your team. You have your spiritual team, so you ain't got to worry about it. See, you a demon slayer. You slay demons here. And they tell me some, we got some stuff on you. The only thing they got is stuff from the past because they stuck in the past. They got some stuff on you. Like they use like some type of evidence so they can use it in court. They ain't got nothing on you. They ain't got nothing but a bunch of lies. They just know about your past, the old outdated version of you. You done healed. Okay, moved on, you bossed up, you evolved. You moved past all of that. You ain't paying these people no mind. You're minding your business. Staying in your lane, but they want to be all in your business because they too distracted by what you are doing. The direction you're headed. And you're steady moving forward and they still stuck trying to pull you back and it ain't working. You still steady moving forward. Even if you fall, you get back up and you still continue to move forward. Okay? See, they love their mother wounds. What I tell y'all, they love their mother wounds. They feel like it's a comfortable place to be. They find comfort in their mother wounds. They see this as normal. It's not normal. This is not normal. And they in that victim mentality. So knowing you ain't sparing their egos and you exposing them for who they are, shining light, irritating their demons because you are a demon slayer, okay? They in victim mentality. That's why they see your truth as throwing shade here, because they don't like the fact that you speaking on them, that you are exposing them for who they are and what they are doing. And you are not sparing their egos, okay? So they in victim mentality. See, they point the finger, refuse to take accountability for their actions. Pointing the finger. They deflecting. While carrying heavy burdens because the guilt is weighing heavy on them. Because what they have done and what they continue to do. But trying to ease their guilt by flipping the script on you. Trying to make it seem like it's your fault. Like I said, deflecting. Carrying heavy burdens is weighing heavy on their hearts and their minds. That's a part of their karma because they are being judged. They are under judgment. Okay? You are the catalyst. You are the messenger. Okay? And you exposing them. I mean, them burdens are heavy. Still, still attacking you. Still spiritually attacking you, doing the same shit. Thinking it's going to change the outcome. It's not going to change the outcome. What's set is set. That's the problem. They hard-headed. It's a bunch of hard-headed people. What's set is set. They're not changing the outcome. It doesn't matter what they do. They're not changing the outcome. They think they're going to have some type of grand success with destroying you. It's not going to happen. They're not going to change the outcome. See, they carrying heavy burdens. See? And they can't accept what is, what I say. That's why they still steady trying to change the outcome. Caught up in their own illusions. caught up in their own illusions. See, you have a different mentality here because you have a higher mind. You are light years ahead of your time. Okay? These people are low vibrational. They choose to have a lower mind because they refuse to change. So it's not an excuse. They don't want to make the change. And they was granted the opportunity this lifetime to make the change, but it's too late now. For some of them, it's too late. See, you have a strong mind. Your mind can move mountains and you are very wise. Rule the nations. That's what I get here. Okay? See, they target your cognition. They use your disabilities / weaknesses to their advantage. Okay? Because they want to make you feel slow. With the girl is slow here, adjusted energy, they want to make you feel slow. So it's like they are targeting your intellect. Because you are very intellectual, they targeting your intellect, targeting your speech, targeting your words, targeting your memory. Okay? Your memory got a lot to do with the cognition as well as other areas of your brain. Okay, the limbic. So they targeting that as well. They want you to be off because you're intellectual. You're very smart. Okay? It's almost like they trying to bring you down, bring your mind down because you have a higher mind. Like they trying to lower your ranking, the way you think, because you have a different mentality. They don't want you to think high. They don't want you to be up on a pedestal. Because it's power dominance here. They feel like you should be beneath them and they should be above you because they're narcs. They're narcissists. That's how narcissists do. They feel like they above everybody. Okay? And they feel like everybody is beneath them. They think they are better than everybody else. Okay? That's how they think, which is an illness. It's a sickness. They are sick. That's why they are spiritually retarded here with spiritual retardation. And they try to manipulate you in the dream world. Okay? If this pertains to you, if this resonates with you, okay, you would know. They love to come to you in a dream state, trying to send you some type of message, messing with your emotions. Okay? See, they be breaking spiritual laws by committing crimes. And I get laboratory here. This where they do all their little spell work. They cast all their spells, coming up with formulas, mixing things, you know, playing around with your DNA, seeing what spell works the best, okay? With me, they love to sit there and try to target my anxieties. They stay on that, okay? Taken from your light, taken from your DNA, taken from your blood, because blood is light. Stay up in the laboratory casting spells. These witches and warlocks, these spell casters, that's what they do. Trying to see which one of their spells work best through your DNA, your light energy. Yeah. Day in and day out, they stay in this laboratory, drugging you, stay drugging you, okay? Messing with your equilibrium, trying to knock you off balance because you're balanced. Okay, you set your feminine and masculine energies are balanced. They trying to knock you off balance, knock you off your square so it can take you off of your path, and then you won't be within purpose, your higher purpose. Okay? Trying to destroy you because you know they want to destroy us anyway. So that's what they do. Okay? These karmic masculines that be doing sex magic, okay, as well as the karmic feminines, but for this energy in this card, I get karmic masculines. They move with their dicks. They don't move nothing with their minds. Okay? Because they stay doing sex magic. They want to share you. They sharing your energy, unwillingly drag you in a sex ring, doing sex magic, okay? Oral sex, anal sex. If you feel it in the front part of you, the back part of you, that's them. In your mouth, that's these people. Okay, raping you energetically, unwillingly, taking your light energy, your sexual energy, your sacral energy, your creative energy, your fertile energy, okay? Your energy of passion, okay? Yeah, they move with their dicks. They don't move nothing with their minds. They just sexualized. And they see you as being sexualized. They see you as sexual. Okay? Yeah, because they see you, if you a divine feminine, they see you as some type of prostitute. They want you to be a prostitute, so they be prostituting your energy. Okay? You a divine masculine, they want you to be a pimp. They want you to be fucking all the hoes out here. Okay? Prostitute, you a divine feminine, they still want you to be, you know, fucking all the dudes out here. Want you to be pimped out, okay? Want you to be pimped out. Want you to have a pimp talking about eating your pussy. Okay? Lied and said that you homosexual and you're not. Okay? When you're heterosexual. Told that bald-faced lie that you're homosexual and you're heterosexual. Okay? If you know you heterosexual. Yeah, these forces be playing with your numbers. Yeah, they manipulating your numbers. Whatever that may be to you, okay, they playing with your money. You on social media, they playing with your views. Playing with your money, you know, you notice like on YouTube, your money status keep going up and down, and it's not staying the same how you normally see it, how you usually see it. They playing with your money, okay? Playing with your subscribers, okay? Keeping your videos from getting out. That's what these people do, not just on YouTube, on other social media platforms as well, okay? If you know you got social medias, if you know you are online, you don't have to be online, but that's what I'm getting, okay? That's the energy that I'm picking up. Yeah, they playing games with your numbers. Because they don't want you to be successful. Subscribing to you, unsubscribing you, okay? Because they cyber stalk you, they watch you. That's these people. You notice it go down to your subscribers on YouTube. It's these people playing games with your numbers. Okay? Because they watching you. They got their eyes on you. Petty ass fucking people. But they can keep on playing because you still moving forward and you still gonna get your success. You still gonna be successful. While they still stuck watching you and looking dumb and complaining about you posting videos. because that's what I deal with. That may or may not resonate with you, but that's what I deal with. Some people bitching and complaining about me posting videos while they watching me, trying to stop me. That's what they do. They try to stop us. They don't want us to be successful, trying to keep us from climbing that ladder to success, trying to bring us down. Okay? See, they see you as an investment. They see you as an investment with this. I got her wrapped in my wallet and wondering how long the money been transferring. So they doing money rituals here through your root, your stability, your foundation, financial stability. Okay? They doing money rituals because you supposed to be, receiving a windfall of money, a big bag of money. If that resonate with you, because you're going to be a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire. Okay? They steady abusing money rituals, doing money rituals. Some don't worry, whore. You're about to get paid. That's what I heard energetically. You ain't got to worry about nothing. They going to be worrying. They saying that because they are projecting. Okay? They're worried. And what they worried about is the fact that they ain't getting this money. Because they abuse money rituals. And that's the money that they got to pay back to you. So we ain't the ones worrying. They're worrying because they're being left out in the cold. Financially, materialistically. So they're worried. They ain't about to get paid. Keep saying, don't worry, whore. You about to get paid. They ain't about to get paid. You about to get paid. I'm talking about don't worry. Worry about what? Worried about what? Because they not receiving nothing. So they can keep sitting here doing the little money rituals because they ain't getting it. They ain't getting the money. They're going to see when it happens, they're going to see. Because as soon as you receive that, that's it for them. They closed out. So what do we have to worry about? Not a dang thing. That's our money that they owe us, that they going to pay. Questioning, see, here we go about the money. What you going to do with all that money? Like they want you to share the wealth. No, you're not sharing the wealth. They owe you that money. They took that money from your bloodline. That's dirty money because they took it from your bloodline. Took it from you. Tagging your light energy. Taking you through spiritual warfare. Casting spells on you. Breaking all types of spiritual laws and committing crimes. These schemers, these scammers, okay? These pedophiles, these rapists, these thieves, these murderers. See, they harm people in order to get what they want to get. That's what they do. Harm people. They harm people to get money. They harm people to get material possessions. So everything that they have that they are losing or will be losing, it's not even theirs. But yet and still they see things that is yours as theirs. No, it's not. Your property is not theirs. That's your property. These people real territorial. They think that you belong to them. And they think what you have is theirs. You don't belong to them, first of all. Second of all, what you have is not theirs. Okay? Because these people is really materialistic. They materialistic. But since they are so material based, just being about the material, that ain't gonna flop. I mean, just being about the material, that's gonna flop. Because it's not just about the material world. You can lose the material. The material can be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have nothing spiritually. And they think because they reign dominance over the material world, they think they have something. You don't have nothing because you don't have nothing spiritually. You can lose the material can get destroyed. See, they gotta pay up because they broke a promise. The same demon that they tried to sacrifice you to is the same demon they will pay up to. The same demon. Yeah, because they tried to sacrifice you to a demon. That's the same demon they gonna pay up to. And you know how they gonna pay up? By trying to sit here sacrifice, by trying to sacrifice you numerous of times. You know how they gonna pay up? They're gonna pay up with their lives. That's how. A life for a life. Trying to sacrifice the anointed. Okay, trying to sacrifice the chosen that chose themselves this lifetime. So it's a life for a life. That's what the divine say. They be sitting here doing freezer spells on you. So if you notice like late at night, because you know they move like a thief in the night, that's when they invade the most. Okay? Energetically invade you, your mind, body, and spirit. Like a thief in the night. That's how the enemy move. Okay? So if you notice like a fluctuation in your body temperature, it's these people. Night sweats, doing these freezer spells. Like that show you right there, they scared of you because they trying to do freezer spells on you for like some type of protection. They scared. Placing your name in a jar, putting it in a freezer. But yet they sit here and move like they ain't scared. They sit here and say out their mouth they not scared. Yes, they are. They are definitely scared. That's a false mask. They wearing a mask. Doing these freezer spells. Messing with your biome, I think that's what it's called. Yeah. That's these people. These people monitor you and send you filthy energy through insects. Okay? It's like witchcraft through bugs. So pay attention to that. If you notice like more flies coming around you than the usual, you know, swarming through your house, it's these people. You notice you seeing more spiders than the usual, it's these people. And you know you don't normally have that type of problem in your home, it's these people. Okay, they monitoring you. Sending their filthy negative energy. See, they be trying to, or they do be creating muscle joint pain. So if you notice you be aching in areas, okay, it's these people. And you know you don't have a problem with muscle joint pain, it's these people. They pinching you, pinching your muscles, because that's what I go through. Okay? Pinching me. Pinching my muscles, causing pain. Tugging at my muscles. In my arms, in my legs. Okay? Private area. So I get distortion here, okay? They trying to make it seem like you're crazy, okay? They want to distort you to make it seem like you're crazy, like you under the influence, like you want some type of drugs or something, like you not seeing something with clear view, trying to distort you, okay? Because you know they deem us as crazy, so they trying to make it seem like you crazy because they trying to make it seem like we're the mental patient when they are the mental patients, okay? They have psychological issues, which is affecting their spirit and their emotions, okay? They are completely off balance. But they trying to distort you to make it seem like you the one that's tripping, like you the one that's crazy, like you the one that don't know what you talking about, okay? Like you the one that can't see things from a clear view when you the seer here. You see everything. Because you have the evidence on everything that they do to you and continue to do to you. I mean, everything that they did and continue to do to you. Okay? They are massive alcoholics. They want you to be an alcoholic, a massive alcoholic. I told y'all, trying to put you on drugs. They've been drugging you every day of the week. Want you to be a drug addict. Okay? Want you to be a massive alcoholic because that's what they are. They want you to look like one of them. You're not one of them. Okay? And they stay discussing your appearance, how you look. Okay? Like for me, I'm in the twin flame connection. Okay, my person I'm connected to, right? So it's an interracial connection, okay? That's about to manifest in the physical, okay? So my person's family is involved, past situationships that my person dealt with, past people that my person, know, co-workers of my person, because me and my person used to work at the same job. They my ex co-workers, okay? My family members, so they were talking about and steady talk about my appearance, the fact that I'm black, okay? So they talk about my hair, my curly hair, like I don't meet the standard, that's what my person's uncle said, because my person got two uncles, this business owner, okay, as well as another uncle. Like I don't meet the standards, I don't fit the standards, okay? Because I'm gonna be the matriarch of the family, okay? I come in and change shit up. So it's like I don't fit the standard because I'm black with curly hair. Curly natural hair. Okay? But they don't have the say so. Because I know my person want me and I want my person, my twin flame that I'm connected to. Yeah. So you got people talking about your appearance, how you look, okay? You got people criticizing how you look, and you got people who talking about like how beautiful you are, how handsome you are, your glow up, okay? The fact that you're really pretty. Well, that's beautiful. It's, beautiful is, but yeah, the fact that you're really pretty, okay? Like you got it going on and they see it. But yeah, I definitely get appearance here. So they definitely talking about your appearance, okay? See, you're powerful. That's why they trying to put fear in you by sending airplanes your way, because they are in fear, okay? So they trying to have you in fear. If that resonate with you, it doesn't have to be airplanes. You could be a person that got into multiple car accidents, okay? These people literally trying to take you out of here. Okay, so it could be through cars, okay? Trying to have you in fear of the road. Okay? airplanes, cars, trains, whatever the situation may be. Okay, if this resonate with you, yeah, trying to silence you, trying to take you out of here. Someone in your energy smoke weed, or people smoke weed in your energy. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. Either you have a great pickup truck, or a person in your energy have a great pickup truck, or multiple people. Okay, but I definitely get great pickup truck here. They have a personal problem. Their admiration turns into hate, jealousy. Okay, they hate you because of who you are. They hate you. They can't figure you out. But what they see with their two eyes, they hate you because you are positive. You are high vibrational. You're high level. They hate what you do because they can't do it. They hate you because they want to be you and they're not you. Okay? Trying to live in your shoes. They want to live in your shoes. They want your destiny. They want your status. They want your ranking. Yeah. So their admiration turns to hate. These people have a closed heart. A closed heart with a big ass mouth, especially that main dark sinister witch and my person's mother. Okay? Big ass mouths. So I get player ways. Karmic woman claim that you're gonna find out he ain't no saint. My person that I'm connected to. Okay, that's resonating with you as well. Okay, because your person's supposed to come to speak their truth. Okay, you and the twin flame connection, they supposed to be coming to speak their truth. And your person got a lot to tell you. So that's what these karmic women saying, like, you're gonna find out he ain't no saint. It's like, okay. When my person comes to me with this truth, that's our business. Okay? And because you know these karmic women, they jealous anyway. That's why they feel like your person have their hearts. Okay, they don't even know what divine love is. They gotta love themselves. They don't even love themselves. They feel like your person have their hearts. Okay. They tried to get your person to trade you out for a karmic partner, but your person don't want to go back, try to get you and your person to, you know, trade each other out for a karmic partner, but none of y'all are looking back. Okay? I get a light-skinned man with a low cut here. Your baby father wanting to get back with you, and these karmic women speaking up for him. But you ain't accepting no baby father back. I mean, you probably do want your baby father back. I mean, if that resonate with you, but the energy that I'm picking up is you're not going back to no baby father. Okay? Baby daddy. Okay? He's too childish and immature. So your baby daddy don't even have a voice. Don't even know what love is. It's a karmic baby daddy. I'm picking up on a baby daddy in your energy, okay? That may or may not resonate with you, but that's what I get. Okay? Yep. It's a baby mama. Some of y'all got a baby mama and a baby daddy in your energy. Your person's baby mama or your baby mama, your person's baby daddy or your baby daddy. Okay? I get an official couple here. This twin flames, twin flames, twin flames. Y'all are official. We about to manifest in the physical. We're being with our twin flame, twin flame, twin flame. Hating as karmas for like you shouldn't be celebrated. You don't need a party because you don't party. It's only because it's not them that's getting this celebration, because your person is going to be throwing you a party. Okay, and these karmics, because they're not going to be included in this party in which they want to be, okay, because they feel entitled, they hating because you're going to be celebrated and they are not, and they want to be included. That just don't mesh well together. Okay, it don't mesh well together. So they hating. I'm like, you don't even party. That's what I heard. That's what I heard energetically. Only because they not going to be included in the celebration. Some of some, you don't need party. Okay, they don't know what you do, and you don't owe them no type of explanation to why. Okay. They just in their feelings. Bunch of karmic women. That's all they just in their feelings. That's it. Yeah, your person gonna keep you safe. Okay? I get co-signers here. People who want to co-sign with you. People who want to co-sign with your person. Okay? Or instigators. They just co-sign the situation. Situations that's going on energetically. Okay? Co-signers. These people are possessive. Possessive. They see you and your person as their territory. You and your person is not their territory. That's the problem with them. They possessive. Like they have some type of ownership. No. No. Dang. I get an immature grandmother here. This is definitely my person grandmother, okay? So you could have a grandmother or grandmothers in your energy that's been spiritually targeting you, taking you through spiritual warfare right along with the rest of these other karmic people, okay? But I pick up on this grandmother here, okay? I pick up on my person's dad's mother. Okay, also an evil father here. So your father may be, you know, in your energy, spiritually targeting you. Okay, I get that my dad paid these karmic criminals off to take me out of here. Okay, so it's definitely blood ties. Okay, that's what I get, blood ties. Yeah. My dad was a Rolling Stone, so I'm picking up that energy of what's that song? Papa was a Rolling Stone, dun 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 dun. Wherever he laid his hat was his home, and when he died, that's what I'm picking up. That song. That's an old song, man. Also, my person's mother here. Who is very unhappy because it's not her that's going to be getting this fulfillment, because she want to keep things karmic. She want to continue to take from my energy, just like this other main dark sinister witch and her husband, this dark sinister witch that's my person's ex-wife, and it's a cult leader, this person that I dealt with in the past. Okay, some of y'all may have occults in your energy. Okay, that may or may not resonate with you. You would know if it do. Okay, yeah. The dark sinister witch and the occult leader, as well as my person's mother, my person's father, my person's two uncles, my person's cousin and brother. Okay, could be more family members that I don't know about. Okay, as well as my father, my mother, my sister. on my mother's side. Okay, my cousins. All right. Yeah. See, at your person's job, okay, I told y'all, me and my person used to work at the same job. I quit that job. Actually, they work bullied me to leave. I was tired anyway. It was time for me to go anyway. That's what put me on my path. That's why I'm within purpose, my higher purpose gear. Okay, so I'm definitely grateful for that. All right, so yeah, at your person's job, the people that surround your person are your person's enemies. Okay, co-workers, associates, family members, because my person's family members, my person worked with his family. Okay, so it's my person's family members. It's a family business, a fast food restaurant. Okay, you can eat outside or dine in or take it to go. But yeah, family members here. Ex-situationships. I got ex-lovers, but it's really ex-situationships because it's not really a lover. They just situationships because there's no love involved. It's just lust. Okay, but yeah. Yep. All these people in your energy, okay? So some of y'all got masculines or feminines who are working around their enemies. Okay? Divine masculines and divine feminines who's working around their enemies. Okay? Their enemies are your enemies as well, especially knowing that you are in a twin flame connection. That's what I pick up here. Okay? And your family members involved too, that may or may not resonate with you. You got family members in your energy as well. That's been taking you through spiritual warfare. Yeah. See, you have peace. And these people fascinated by how sane and unbothered you are. Exactly. You moving forward. You don't give a fuck about these people. But they steady trying to give a fuck about you. And then they holler that they don't care. They don't care. Like I heard energetically, I don't care, whore. You already have your man. Obviously, they do care. Because they continue to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. The same things. So they do care. Because if you don't care, you wouldn't keep doing the same things over and over and over again. So that's a lie. And to continue to announce you don't care, that means you really do care. That's the thing about it. See, narcs refuse to acknowledge emotions. They don't want to sit in their shit. They don't want to sit in their emotions and feel it. And heal. And see things for what it is. Process it. They don't want to do that. Their heads are too big. That's the problem with narcs. Okay? Some of them may cry, but it's like, it's just a cry. They still gonna continue to be narcs. That cry is that undersurface heat. I mean, that undersurface pain that they're feeling because they're crumbling. Crumbling beneath the surface. Trying to be hard, and they're not hard, they're hurting. Crumbling inside. Somebody hollering, I surrender, because they ain't got time to hear it, okay? Because they know you exposing them for who they are. They tired of it. If this person true to this, what he said, because it's a karmic masculine that said this, Okay? But yeah, they crumbling. If a narcissist cry, it's because they are hurting within. They are crumbling in the inside, but their egos are too big that they don't want to accept that. They don't want to accept the fact that they are sick. They have a sickness. They have a psychological sickness. They don't want to sit in their emotions. They don't want to take accountability for their actions. They don't want to feel. That's all a part of the human experience. Everybody go through emotions. They don't want to feel their emotions. Trying to recruit you to join an occult that will be falling apart, if not falling apart already. Okay, if you know you got an occult in your energy, this may or may not resonate with you. Okay, but that's what I get. Dark, sinister witch recruits have nothing without their leader. Okay, but the crazy thing is, this dark, sinister witch and her recruits don't have nothing without you, because she stole your identity, stole your name, stole your inheritance, and stole your money. So you the head honcho. You're the head honcho because they've been living off of you, living off of your light energy your whole life, robbing you of money and opportunities. Opportunities to get money. But steady talking shit in your energy when they ain't shit. Because you the GOAT. You the power source. That's what a narc do. That's what they do. People are forcefully being evicted out of your energy that don't belong. Yeah, they gonna get out. They are going to get out of your energy. Ain't no sharing no energy here. Nah. Time running out. These wicked forces do not want you to be self-sufficient. Yeah, they don't want you to be self-sufficient. They want you to be relying on them. That's the thing. The government don't want you to be self-sufficient. The government wants you to be relying on them. The government wants you to see them as your parent. Okay? These people do not want you to be self-sufficient. You a survivor. Okay? Had a hard life, going through spiritual warfare, limited resources, but you make it look good. Okay? You have limited resources, but you know how to stretch those limited resources. You know how to prepare them limited resources in multiple ways. Okay? Especially if it's food. You know how to work with what you have. You know how to take that and multiply it. You don't look like what you've been through. What you going through, you don't look it. You're divinely protected from all of this stuff that these people put you through, putting you through spiritual warfare. You're protected. You're divinely protected, okay? And they learned an important lesson that love conquers all. There is no overriding the spirit of love. These people cannot override the spirit of love. Divine love, divine unity, they can't override that. They can't. All right, y'all been tapped into Evolving 9 Soul. And until next time, peace, peace, and a peace. Bye, y'all.